started with $7 with this idea. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do drought. Started doing that just to be playing around with it. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, bro, it took off quicker than I could even catch on to it. In order for me not to be that person, I had to tell myself, this ain't who you are. This ain't what you building this for. This ain't what you want to be. This ain't who you want to become. He never gave up. He stayed going. He stayed pushing it in their face. And don't quit.
Welcome back to Conversation with Mr. French. I'm your host, Derek French. My guest today is a filmmaker, a mentor, a businessman, an entrepreneur, and also a father. And his name is Isaiah. Welcome, brother.
What's going on with you, man?
Appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, definitely. Good to be here, man.
So tell us a little about you that people who don't know.
As you mentioned, I'm a father first. I'm an entrepreneur. You know, I inspired where I'm from back home. Motivation. I do a lot of things for, as people know me as, the clothing brand called Drought.
Okay.
That's how I started. I make movies. I'm a filmmaker. The list goes on.
Okay, so you're a businessman and a father. How do you balance that?
I couldn't balance it at first, to be honest with you. It was very, very, very difficult, man, because, I didn't go to school for this. So the things that came with it, I wasn't aware, and it put me in a position where it became stressful. So that stress came into a lot of anger, and then next thing you know, it found its way to balance out some type of way. But, I took a lot of losses in order to get to where it balanced out correctly.
Okay. Take us back to your roots when you grew up in Kansas City, Missouri. How did it shape you into a man that you are today?
As far as shaping me into a man, I kind of looked at a lot of other people, as I would say a figure of something I wanted to become, but didn't want to become in the ways where I seen as I got older. So it was shaping me into a man. I kind of just grasped from different angles of people that I wanted to look up to. You know what I'm saying? So Kansas City was it's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? I was raised around all women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My grandma, I mostly stayed over there in the 50s. And then ended up moving to 75th. And then, from there, man, I adapted to my environment. You know what I mean? I just kind of built my own kind of way of cloth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we're from the same place.
We are. Straight up.
Growing up, brother, my last person that had on the show.
Yeah. I seen that show, Rico. Yeah, my guy.
We all grew up with our mothers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then our grandmother played a major part in that too.
She did.
So that the same way with you?
She did. Yeah, she definitely did. 59th and Park.
Okay.
That's where my grandma was at, man. My grandma, man, was my heart, man. When she passed away, kind of felt like it took a little bit of part of me away. So with that being said, she always supported me in everything I did. You know what I mean? But as well as that, my sisters did too. You know what I mean? And my mama did what she could, but you know what I mean? The love that I needed wasn't there, but definitely it was all women that I took a big role into becoming a better man. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So how do you feel about family? What is your definition of family?
Unconditional love, loyalty, support. That support system is very important, man. Without support system, man, you can't go through nothing. But it's because your family don't make you blood. It's because your blood don't make you family. I mean, it's loyalty. That's really where it is. Family is loyalty. You know what I mean?
So your experience, your childhood, we mentioned back you were the father, right? So how do you keep your kids from going that route that you went?
I'd be a big and part of their life more than my own father was. You know what I mean? I wasn't really raised with my father as much as I wanted. You know what I mean? He wasn't playing a major part in my life as much as I wanted. Don't mean that he didn't care or love me. It was just more I didn't understand the situation at hand. But for as what I didn't get from my father, I make extra steps to make it my responsibility to do that for my kids now.
So how are your relationship with your father now?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's when I see him, it's just father, son. You know what I mean? Okay. It's more he still don't really know who I am, and I really still don't know exactly who he is, but I do know that's my father.
Okay.
And he know I'm his son, and that's where we lead it at.
Yeah, same way. I didn't get to know who Mom's was until 2005. It was my senior year in high school, and I was
Yeah.
playing basketball. And I'm 6'4", and it's this guy that's like 6 foot, maybe 6'1",
Yeah.
yelling my name. And I'm like, dude, I don't know who you are. So I go back home, I asked my mom, and I described who he was. She was like, yeah, that fool is your father. So,
Wow.
yeah. So, because all I knew was my mom and grandma growing up. So, I gave him a shot, because I wanted to know who he was. I wanted to know why he wasn't there and what happened of that nature. I didn't hate him. At first I did, but as I got older, and just like I just seen that he was sick, because he was addicted to drugs. We 80 babies.
Right.
So back
Definitely.
then, that's all they knew. So yeah.
Yeah, that's one hit, man, that we didn't want to take growing up, fatherless, but really wasn't fatherless. It was just that situation at the time was just like our mother and my father, they was dealing with whatever they was dealing with, and it made it where we had to go through what they went through too as kids. And that shit wasn't, that wasn't it, so.
What first sparked you on your path to making film? Did you always want to make film, or were you?
Nah, man, I didn't want to make.
No?
It was more like, I was doing my clothing brand at first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was I was selling T-shirts out my trunk. You know what I mean? I started with $7 with this idea. At first it was drugs that stood for Do Right, You Gain Success. That was my clothing brand. It was really, really major. You know what I mean? And then what inspired me to keep going with it was one of the partners that's from the town, you might know him, Von Zell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got a clothing brand called Grind Addict.
Okay.
And then, we locked in, and then, he gave me some resources, and I politicked with him on that different level. Then next thing you know, I branched off because I started that clothing brand in Atlanta. And things got, kind of hectic, so I went ahead and branched out to my own because I was dealing with somebody else, becoming with that clothing brand.
Okay.
And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to do drought. Because it's a drought on the real. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then boom. Started doing that just to be playing around with it. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, bro, it took off quicker than I could even catch on to it. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, so I was doing like 60 or 70 selling T-shirts, 60, 70 T-shirts like a week.
So did you always have this mindset of being an entrepreneur?
I just knew I was always him. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't know how to get it out. You know what I mean? But yeah, I always wanted to become successful. I always wanted to be great at what I did. It was just my environment, man. It was like something I wasn't understanding what was bringing me, not so much down, but it wasn't understanding what I was trying to do. So I was always a standout person, but I just didn't know where I needed to be standout, where and who I need to be around to get that out of me.
So when did you realize you can turn something to a real career when it comes to filmmaking?
When I didn't give up on it, when I stayed consistent, when I just had the drive, the ambition, and then next thing you know, major people started reaching out to me, telling me to keep going. One of my mentors, what I mentioned before, is Sean Edwards, Court Dog. You know what I'm saying? He got a podcast out there in California, Holden Court Podcast, and they was the major people that kept me motivated, man. They told me to go out there and keep going, keep pushing it. You got that, you know what I mean? And I just kept going, bro. And then, like I told you, I started making movies just from an idea from one of my partners, man, that lived down here now. And that's why I came to Vegas. And he was like, bro, you should make a movie out of your life. And I took off from there.
Well, let's talk about the movie.
Which one?
The first one, Drought, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Drought was the first one, right?
Yeah, Drought was the first one, which premiered in like five different theaters.
Okay.
Shout out again to Sean Edwards for helping me do that. Then it became on Tubi, which was a process, but that was based on my life, man. Like 2005 to 2007, I went to jail, and I didn't write that movie at all. It wasn't scripted or nothing. I just got a red camera, and then went to work. You know what I mean? But everybody that's in that movie, shout out to everybody that's in that movie, was like family. Not blood, just loyalty, you know what I'm saying? And, we just made history, bro. Like, during the time of COVID, nobody was trying to come outside. So it was only best that I did what I could do, and that was bring the city hope bring cities like the light, you know what I mean? And that's what I did, and we took over Overland Park, bro, like
So
majorly.
what in your first movie, was that the message you was trying to send?
Yeah,
Was hope?
exactly. Inspiration, consistence is the key, and that's what I embrace with everybody. Even though it looked like I was I was on the up and up, but I wasn't like still happy though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. It was just like I was doing major stuff to everybody else, but I wasn't happy. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I still needed to do more.
So the time you were incarcerated, how long were you down?
I was in there for 2 years.
So the time you were in there, were you planning this movie the whole time you was there?
Hell no, I didn't think about making a movie at all. I was thinking about surviving and getting out, and you know what I'm saying, it's just making it through there. You know what I mean? But before I got locked up, movie wasn't even on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Hustling and you know what I'm saying, like I don't know, bro. Like it was not no movie stuff though. You know what I'm saying? It was just hustling for real.
So the time you was hustling, were you back home or were you in Atlanta?
I was in
Where
KC.
KC?
Yeah, like before I got locked up, I did go to Atlanta. I went to Atlanta like 2009 into like 2000. As soon as I graduated from high school, Southeast High, 2003. I was like during that time, you know, I was back and forth in Atlanta, and then yeah, I got locked up, man. Right after I came back, I got locked up.
So did you expect your first movie to get the response it did?
No, I did not. I didn't expect it to sell out like it did, especially in Overland Park. You know, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
in Overland Park, man, like you gotta be one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? And once they gave us the key to the theater after it was done, because it was no violence, it was no fighting. I brought people together that was really funking with each other. You know what I'm saying? I brought different hoods, the 50s, 30s, people from the 70s, people from Grandview. I brought the whole city out, but I wasn't expecting that. You know what I'm saying? Tech Nine came out, you know what I'm saying? The Popper.
What about Rich? Rich to come out?
Nah, man, I didn't get Rich to come out,
Rich.
man. I didn't get Rich to come out, but he knew the name, though.
Yeah.
He knew who I was, though, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely, you know what I'm saying, I brought a lot of people out I wasn't expecting to see there, you know what I mean? And then rest in peace, my brother Two Gun Kiwi. He came out, you know what I'm saying, and showed love, and, you know, he was in the movie, too. Man, it was very like inspiration to a lot of other people, not just myself, but people that was motivating the city as well. You know what I mean? So it was like it was a moment we all had, not just me.
So part one, that was really, you said, based on a true story.
All facts.
Yeah. So were you afraid to put it out because you was like, hey, maybe people might judge me or look at you different?
Nah,
so you just went on ahead and
because everybody that was in the movie played a part in my life that was a part of that whole situation. The highway speed the highway speed chase. I mean it was everything you seen in that movie. Not verbatim, but everything in there was just from the episodes of what took place and what reality took place when it came to my life, bro. Like it was a lot of messed up stuff that happened, man.
So were you nervous? Like
as far as what?
As far as shooting it, as far as acting, because like you said, you never thought about acting. So this was just not. Did it come natural, or you was like, man?
That's the thing. It was no script.
Yeah.
It was no acting. It was just hey, when this camera come on, because people don't even know. Like most people that was in the movie, I kind of told them what to say to give them like a dialogue of what to say to the next person, because this is kind of how I pictured it. I was visioning everything that I was doing step by step. I wasn't like, all right, action. It was more like, hey, I'm gonna need you to do it like this. I'm gonna need you to stand right there. That's exactly how I was like, you know what I'm saying, doing everything in the movie. So
it sounded like you was wearing multiple hats. It sounded like you was filming and directing.
Yeah, and acting.
And acting.
Sure. Yeah.
So was that stressful?
Yeah, it was.
What was the challenge of making one?
Patience with the people that was in the movie, like the friends, you know what I'm saying, they was late, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't showing up on time, you know what I mean, and I had a deadline, you know what I mean, I was paying every day to film, you know what I mean, so that was coming out of my pocket. I didn't get no PP loan, I didn't get no handouts, you know what I'm saying. I mean, it was like, man, it was rough. I had to sell these T-shirts. I had a magazine. I had drought snacks. I had drought water. Everything I was doing, you know what I'm saying, from night to dawn, you know what I'm saying, I was selling that, bro. And it was causing a lot of friction in my household, you know what I mean. So, but she didn't know the sacrifices and the things I had to do to get that where it was at then. But at the end of the day, it's like I understand the challenges that it took upon myself, but my purpose was destined to happen where I'm at now today. So I didn't give up on it, but anything that was trying to hold me down or cut off my peace, you had to go. You had to go, for sure.
So it was a lot on your mental when you was making part one?
Yeah, 'cause I was still dealing with a lot of stuff, man, especially after the fact that my brother, you know what I'm saying, got killed, which is Kevion. And then, yeah, it took a lot. It took a lot, bro, like, for me to even stay or keep going. But in the day, I had, like I said, I had support, people that wasn't by blood, but they was family, by loyalty. And they was supporting me, man, you know what I'm saying? And that was something I couldn't even pay back, but that's what kept me going, you know what I'm saying? And my biggest support was my kids, because they was in my movie also. So, yeah, that's where it was. The challenges was getting easier, but the weight was still on my shoulders. Yeah.
So when those challenges came about making this movie, who did you reach out? Because you said you had mentors.
Yeah, I did.
What mentors were you reaching out to, and what were they saying that keep you motivated?
Sean Edwards, he was encouraging me at times where I felt like the need where it wasn't moving fast enough, it wasn't getting on different platforms. He was like, you know, this is a process. It takes a while. It takes you to get more, you know what I'm saying, out there. It takes all this and takes all that. And then Court Dog hit me up. We have conversations on the phone for hours. You know, and we laugh and joke. It ain't always about business, you know what I mean? It's about being really honest about what I need to do and what I need to change and who the people I need to get out of my life and change my environment, which was difficult and hard because you was raised around people you call your day one.
Yeah.
That don't seem to become your day one. You don't know they envy you, you know, they hating you, you don't know if they, you know what I'm saying, just trying to mock you, they trying to create their own motion. And I was doing that, I was doing it just out of love, man. You know what I mean? Because I love to do it, you know what I mean? But it was just becoming a burden because it was like people I genuinely was like, had love for. They was starting to envy or make me feel like unwanted, you know what I mean? Because I was having all the pressure on me because if I quit and stop and the boat just don't sail without me, you know what I mean? So that's how it was.
Especially because you're a full-time dad, and you know, and you,
Yeah.
or you, now in your mind, you're like, okay, this movie can do good. I can continue to make more and more and feed your family. Off of the movies you done made.
People don't even know, bro. I wasn't even making no money though, for real. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even making I ain't gonna say a lot of money. It was more like I had to stay out late nights and get the headache when I went back home to make the money I needed just based off my clothing brand. You know what I mean? It was a lot of hidden runs where it was like I had to do other stuff outside the box besides just film to make money and make ends meet to provide for my house. But it was the difficult times where I came home and it was just like, she don't understand that. But at the same time, I didn't understand that, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't paying attention to what I was really doing because I was too busy trying to get the money back from the stuff that I invested into the films. Because my first film, I paid out of pocket just all the way around was like 30 grand. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have nobody helping me.
So the hustle mentality comes from growing up in KC, your childhood?
For sure. Yeah. I mean, then the people I was around, you know what I'm saying?
So what decided you to make Drought 2? And what part of the vision of that you put out?
What made me decide to make Drought 2 is because, like I said, my mentors was like, keep going. You already got the town where you need them at. You already got the Midwest where you need them at. Keep going. And then the more people started reaching out to me, now I started getting more people looking at me from L.A.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that took a big hold of me. Man, you know, these actors, man, they got these different names. I can't think of all of them, but it was a couple people from The Wire that was reaching out to me.
Okay.
Murder, what's his name? Murder from Detroit. He make films and stuff. Like, you ever heard of Plug Love? Yeah, he reached out. Just a lot of people like that started reaching out. So I said, I gotta do Drought 2. But I try to, you know what I'm saying, try to give some other people an opportunity because that was from the city and they wanted to try to be a part of it. So I was like, man, let's go ahead and do it. But I had to keep a couple of people that was already in Drought 1. You know what I mean? Because everybody didn't die.
So you said you didn't write Drought 1. You just straight off the dome, right? It was just freestyling.
Off the vision.
So did you write Drought 2? Did you put more time into Drought 2? Because you seen what it could have been, how much you got from, like, much love you got from Drought One?
Yeah. I mean, the based on the love from Drought One was because it was a group effort. Everybody played a major part for us getting the job done and staying consistent. Even though it was times where I was like, forget this, and I'm not trying to even continue on. But when Drought 2 came around, I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of gave the same ideal of Drought 2 from off of Drought 1. Like, I don't need to write a script. But nah, Sean Edwards called me, was like, if you don't write that script, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna get it in this movie theater and this movie theater. So I say like halfway into the movie, I started writing. But the beginning of it, no.
So your mentors really supported you, right? They really wanted you to see you do good because they seen the motion from Drought 1, right?
Definitely.
So how did that make you feel? You're like, okay, these guys are a big part of my life. Like they actually genuinely showing love and not none of that fake or snakery stuff.
Real talk.
You know, the guys from back home show. So how did that make you feel?
Well, that's the crazy part because the people that we talking about, they from the city. But they on a major platform and a major, you know what I'm saying, like player card than we are right now. Like they a major chess piece, and you know what I'm saying. So Court Dog, man, you know, like I told you, you know what I'm saying, he from the city, but the way he just came off, man, he was just like, I started where you was at. You know what I mean? But he had to move and change his environment to get to where he needed to go. I wasn't trying to do that. You know what I mean? And then Sean Edwards, you know what I'm saying, the movie critic from Kansas City, but he's global with the movie critic situation what he got going on. He was like, same idea, you know what I'm saying? You got to change your environment, but at the same time, he was just like, you got to find some time to start writing more. And that's when I was like, I'm going to go ahead and do Drought 2. But things didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen because everybody started feeling some type of way, because it wasn't moving as fast as they wanted it to, but not knowing it takes a lot more money to make it more better. And things didn't work out like that. But now that I'm in a better position, I think I'm going to go ahead and do something, but it ain't going to be Drought 3, though. It's going to be something, but it ain't going to be that. So, yeah.
So do you think the people who was trying to rush you to complete it, were they actually want to see it succeed, or they were just worrying about getting paid?
I wouldn't say so much see it. I think you kind of hit it on the nose with trying to get paid, but it's like they didn't know, like, if I don't get paid, you can't get paid. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be backwards for me trying to pay you, and I ain't got $1 and I put all the money into it. You know what I'm saying? I put all the time and the late nights into it. You know what I mean? I put the marketing, I put the promotion. All that, it takes a lot of time.
Not to mention you was away from your family.
Man, like crazy, you know what I mean? And those late nights I was up and I needed to take my kids to school, people not knowing, you know what I'm saying, I had to make sure I made 2 or 3 or 10 shirts before I left to take my kids to school. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if I missed that opportunity, I then make a shirt or something to make that money to start making the movie or the film or whatever, bro, the film wasn't gonna happen. So yeah, I mean, yeah, people was trying to get paid more than just trying to be completely patient with me, you know what I mean? So that's how that worked out.
How did you grow not just from a filmmaker, but a man and a leader?
I learned how to forgive. I learned how to love myself more because I was giving most of the time and the effort to people, and I was draining myself. So I had to find a way to not do that, you know what I mean, which was hard because I love giving to people. I love genuinely helping people, whether I got it or not. But I was just like, man, this ain't even helping me mentally or physically, you know what I mean? I done went to the hospital like twice because of that, you know what I mean? So it drained me to the point, man, I was in the hospital like twice, you know what I mean, because of my back issues and things like that. But yeah, I had to leave.
So how important was mental health? Did you have to go see someone to talk about because all the stress you were dealing with from growing up, and then on top of that you're a filmmaker now, and it's just like the support system besides the gentleman you've been naming, it's not it's not there, and you're coming out of pocket to make these films?
Honestly, no, I didn't see no therapist or none of that. You know what I mean? I had to go to like a quiet place, you know what I'm saying, quiet place, and just think like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Am I giving too much to other people and then myself? And that's what the answer was. So I left. No notice, no nothing. I just left. and I end up in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, man, I started loving myself so much, bro, to this point I don't even feel like it's a need to even go back but visit, you know what I'm saying, where I'm from, because I know what it's going to generate. Stress, time, consistent, things that I don't need to get myself involved, you know what I mean? So is that going to help me become the man I need to be in my kids' life, or is that going to create more chaos and turn me back to one to like, all right, go ahead and drink, go ahead and do drugs or something. Nah, bro, I'm going to stay where it's peace, and I'm going to be able to build something for my kids, and that's a legacy, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm going to continue to do. So with that being said, I just had to reevaluate what I was doing wrong.
So growing up in Kansas City, why is it hard for us to support each other back home? This show genuine love, because where I grew up, I feel like they show more support to the drug dealers and everybody else versus someone who's genuinely on a positive direction.
I wouldn't say they don't show love. It's not honest love, you know what I mean? It's always a motive or some type of intentions behind it, you know what I mean? But you would never know because you think it's love, you know what I mean? So unless you don't give somebody so much time to be like, yeah, bro, we gonna chill and hang out, that ain't even necessary. You know what I mean? You know, you can't even really spot the real from the fake in the city. You got to just know what's real and what's fake. You know what I mean? But you know it's rules and regulations that come with the town. You know what I mean? Like, it take one to know one. You know what I mean? So if you fake, you ain't gonna really see the fakeness. You know what I mean? But if you real, you know you ain't supposed to hang around people too long, man. Get in and get out the way. And that's what I do. So if you still in the city and you trying to figure it out and you wondering why you ain't going where you need to go in life, because you don't want to change your surroundings. And that's why a lot of us don't make it. A lot of us get drained or dragged into this shit where, I mean, can you cuss on here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, where it's like
don't go ham, bro.
All right.
Just don't
where
go
it's
ham
like,
on it.
Where it's like, you know, you can't be around certain people, man, and you know, we outgrow people, bro. Like how you do, you know, how what you doing now, you outgrew people. People don't even recognize who you are no more because you outgrow people. I'm outgrowing people, so it's like I still keep it understood and don't get it twisted, but you outgrow people. You can't think the same, you can't move the same, you can't act the same, because you're gonna be in different rooms where you can't be that way. You're gonna be around different people, you can't be that way. You know what I mean? But like I said, without the support that I needed from my mentors, bro, or just general honest people, bro, I wouldn't even made it this far. Yeah.
So when did you know it was time to go? Just up and leave Missouri. Just
honestly, real honestly,
it's nothing but the truth.
It's when I started thinking like, all right, man, how can I fill these voids? I started doing drugs. Yeah, I started doing drugs, bro. Like I wasn't like an addict or nothing, but it was just like, is this convenient to wipe away when I cry at nighttime when people don't see that? Is it okay for me to? And it wasn't like hard drugs. It was like ecstasy pills and stuff like that. You know what I mean? To the point where it made me feel great at the time, but then it was just like when that 3 days or 4 days is over with, you start thinking about everybody that, you know what I'm saying, was counting on you, that you disappointed. You know what I mean? You ain't where you need to be at in life. Man, I had to get away from that because the people I was around was okay with me doing that. And then it was like when I got around people that was not okay with me doing that, that's when I started elevating. And I started creating my own lane where it was just about my kids, the people that genuinely love me. And I took it upon myself to know, like, I'm him. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So you said you were addicted. So how did you kick this?
No, I said I was not addicted.
I'm not addicted.
No.
So how did you wing yourself away from the pills, from using the drugs to cope with the trauma? Because
it was
that
my
seemed like it was trauma.
Yeah, it was definitely drama. I mean, it was like I just didn't want to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like you got to be addicted to keep wanting to do something, but I wasn't addicted where I was like, all right, let me keep doing drugs. And it was like I had to change the people I was around because they was always doing it. You know what I mean? So that's why I was always doing it.
What's that saying? Birds of a feather flock together.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But you know that's a here and there true statement. But at the same time, you're right. And I wasn't willing to change because the drugs was taking over my mind, where it was making me angry for no reason. It was making me upset for no reason. It was making me childish. It was making me moody. Man, I had to change that. You know what I mean? And people started, not say giving up on me, but they started losing the ideal of like, all right, even though they was laughing and joking with me and having fun with me, but I was becoming something I didn't want to be. And I had to not do that, bro, because my kids was counting on me. And I was just like, the hell am I doing?
So did you think the people that you were hanging around wanted to be around you because you want what, weed and pills? Do you think, oh, well, I know he got it, so.
Yeah, I didn't smoke. I
So
don't smoke weed.
It was just pills. So
Yeah.
is that the only reason they wanted to be around you, because, hey, we know he got it? And
I wouldn't say so much they know I got it. I just knew who had it. And I knew it's a party when I show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a party when I show up, and you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, outside of this, we gonna share. It was just straight up bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't
you know,
sugarcoat
like,
it.
all right, he was.
Don't
it was
sugarcoat it,
just-
brother.
It was just straight bullshit, bro. I didn't want to be that person.
Yeah.
In order for me not to be that person, I had to tell myself, this ain't who you are. This ain't what you building this for. This ain't what you want to be. This ain't who you want to become. Bro, I've done been through a lot of ups and downs, trials and tribulations, you know what I'm saying? I mean, feeling drained, bro, like to probably wanting to cry. But at the end of the day, man, I'm built for this, man. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, stray nobody to the wrong way and tell them to go and be encouraged and don't do this and don't do that. And I'm out here doing that. What am I doing? And I'm setting a bad example for my boys. Nah, man. I work too hard to fight to be in my boy's life.
Yeah.
So, nah, man. Drugs is not good for you. Drugs is not it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not encouraging nobody to do that. So, if you got a chance to, man, get off that shit. You know what I mean? Because all you're going to do is lead you to a situation where it's dead or in jail.
Being a father, how does that affect your story?
It's a touchy topic, you know what I mean? Because people don't understand, like, being a father is like one of the hardest things to do when it comes to like becoming a man. Because you got to create a opportunity for them where they got to watch out for stuff on the internet. They got to watch out for stuff, you know what I'm saying, they see you in the street, and you got to embrace that and give them that as a role model. And being a role model, you got to be building something to give them when you're not here. And your name is everything.
Yeah, I have 3 kids myself. I have a 20-year-old daughter, I have a 16-year-old son, and I have a 13-year-old son.
Damn, man, when you start?
Man, bro.
when did
I
you start, man?
So I graduated high school in 05. I had my first child in 06.
Cat. 05?
Yeah. 05, brother.
Man, I graduated in 03.
I came out 2 years after you.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Came 2
That's
years after you.
crazy.
So when I was 14, 15, and this is what's go back to Birds of a Feather Flock Together.
Yeah.
So I had relative and older brother, they were hustling. You know, I had access to weed, pills, whatever the case might be.
Yeah, for sure.
So I seen them do it. I seen my brother and everybody smoking weed. I would always want to smoke weed and drink. And my uncle and them would give me some OE, Crown Royal, and that nature. And one day, man, I got real stoned, real high. I mean, I was just seeing like 3 people in front of my grandma, and I'm thinking it's 3 of her. I'm so high, bro, to what a point my head is spinning. I feel like I gotta throw up, and I'm like, my grandma she was a preacher, so I'm like, Grandma, pray for me. I said, because if I can make it through, because I feel like my heart was just pounding. I feel like, man, I'm about to have a heart attack. If I make it through this, I will never smoke again. Man, I'm about to be 40 this year, and I ain't smoked or had a drink in years. So I surrounded I didn't hang out with my cousin no more. I didn't hang out with them no more because they were they was, you know, about their business, but they also party too.
Exactly.
And I was like, nah, I couldn't do that. So I understand, man. Like, yeah, you want to surround yourself around people, like-minded people, man. Like if that's not your type of party, then yeah, I don't surround myself with them. Yeah. Especially living here in Vegas. And people are like, well, how can you live in Vegas and the clubs stay open all night, the bars and things? I don't do it.
Right.
I don't go places where they smoke and drink.
Right.
I can walk through a casino and not want to drink or gamble.
Facts.
Because I don't have that. I don't have that urge or that itch to do that. So yeah, so I agree with you. So you want to surround yourself around like-minded people, man, positive-minded people.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's very hard back home to do that. Because you didn't grew up with these people, and then they like, oh, you acting funny, or you changed. It's like, nah, brother, I'm changing for the good. I have kids I have to be here for. Who needs me? So back home, it's like you got to move away or move to the suburbs, which is at least somewhere to try to get away from your. Get away from.
That's the hood too right now, bro. Like Lee Summit, Independence, Raytown. You know what I mean? And it's getting worse in the city. So you going to even visit the city is like, it don't even feel the same, bro. It don't.
So as a mentor, what advice are you giving the young group now?
Stay consistent. Stay going. You ain't got to be necessarily a doctor or a lawyer, which is not a bad thing to do. We need more of them. But if you want to be a filmmaker, be a filmmaker. If you want to be a baseball player, be a baseball player. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, just don't give up. Stay consistent, because that consistency is going to pay off. You know what I mean? And I'm a walking testimony, bro. I have so many obstacles that I was facing in trials and tribulations, like I was saying, where I wanted to quit and just give up. Days where I was like, this ain't it, bro. Then next thing you know, man, God just show up and be like, phone call, hey, we need like 40 shirts. Or we need like you to make this trailer, or we need you to shoot this movie with us. Hey, bro, I need some advice on this film. And that was motivating me, like, man, niggas is really looking at me, really trying to get me to be like, bro, hey, I need you to shoot this movie for me. I done shot 3 different movies for 3 different people so far, you know what I mean? And that's what helped me get housing down here. You know what I mean? Helped me get a car down here, like shooting a movie down here, you know what I mean? And it was just trailers. So it's crazy.
So do you remember your first client that you worked with, and you was like, as far as movie was?
Yeah.
And when you seen the success of that, you was like, yeah, I'm gonna start taking this serious.
Shit, I was my first client. I did everything on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Everything on my phone I did.
What type of phone was it?
It's an Android. it was I had an Android, man. I mean, no lie. Every trailer you see, every promoting for is like me sharing or whatever like that. All that is from an Android phone. It was just the apps I was downloading that made me a wizard. You know what I'm saying? At it. You know what I mean? But
what's it saying? You got to fake it till you make it?
Man, I was making it. I don't know if I was faking it, but it was like, man, it was like, I mean, I had to use different Wi-Fis. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to go to the library. People don't, but it's the hours I had to put in to critique it right. You know what I mean? And that's when Court Dog came in play. He was like, no, I don't like that trailer. I sent it to him first to make sure it was like, hey, man, how you like this one? He's like, nah, that ain't it. And then in my mind, I'm like, nigga, I just worked like 12 hours on this. But reality, it was like, he know more than I know.
See?
So, boom, I had to do it again. And then, yeah, bro, so I was my first client. You know what I mean? Then from there, everybody else.
So you bet it on yourself?
I did, man. I did. And then, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's like, I still feel like I got to do more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My job ain't even done.
What did you learn from that? Especially getting critiqued by someone, Court Dog, who's successful and what he do.
Yeah, trust the process. Without trusting the process, man, I won't say necessarily you're going to fail, but you got to trust the process, because everything that you're doing is for you. You know what I mean? Everything you're going through is for you. You know what I mean? So it's going to make you who you are. So it's going to generate something better, more encouraging for other people, and shit, inspiring. So that's what I'm steady doing, bro. Me moving out to Vegas, I have really took a chance, and I really betted on myself too, because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I came down here by myself. I was not scared, nothing like that, but once you get here, it's a different ball game.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
off the flip.
So, true story. I moved down here to Vegas in 2001 during the pandemic, right?
Right, yeah.
So, I had a job when I moved down there. I moved down there with just me. I moved down in my truck, I had everything. I was staying a weekly. I was working in this job over in California in the mines, right? and I had a '02, '03 Chevy Tahoe. It started breaking down on me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was living a week and I had no funds, man. And so I refused to go back home because I wanted to survive. I wanted to just prove the naysayers wrong, right? And you know what I did for 4 months while I was here? I slept in my truck. I slept in my truck for 4 months, man. I took a shower in. I would go take a shower in my truck or wash up in my truck or go to the gym. And, man, I had that hustle in me, just like, man, I'm determined not to go home. So here he is in 2025, man. I got my own place.
Hey,
Shoot,
man, I'm proud of you,
I had
dog.
own place,
For
own
real.
car, man, 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I understand when you're saying you moved out here to start all over, because I've been there.
Yeah, for
I've
sure.
been there, brother, and I don't have no support system here.
Yeah,
at all.
likewise, man. But yeah, this is. I don't know, man. I can't stop smiling when you just said that story, bro, because it was like, I know where we came from, bro, and I know what it took, and I know where it is now. It's like everybody didn't even make it, bro. It's a lot of classmates that's gone. You know what I mean? Because they didn't have support and people gave up on them. So that stuff is really important.
Yeah, there it is.
You know what I'm saying?
If you have the chance, what celebrity would you want to work for?
You said work for?
Work with.
Okay, because I ain't working for nobody. I mean,
that's what part of being an entrepreneur. Because once you get that taste, it's like, man, I gotta continue to build my own legacy, man.
I definitely, for as like work with, the typical everybody say Denzel, but nah, that ain't even my person I want to work with. I still want to work with Murder Pain from Detroit. I still want to work with Murder Pain. That's somebody that encouraged me a lot to do the stuff that I did with the first movie, which was Detroit making noise with the movies. Kansas City, we got to do something. You know what I mean? So that impact, man. When I seen Plug Love, yeah, I would want to work with Murder Pain, Marlon Wayne. The list, man, it kind of threw me off with that question because the list go on, man. But I mean, it's a lot of people.
Off camera, what did you say?
You
said come with it.
You said
come with it, brother.
But that's definitely Marlon Wayne for sure, man.
Okay.
I definitely want to work with him. I do want to work with Murder Pain from Detroit. I definitely want to work with Denzel if that's possible. You know what I'm saying? But anything is possible. And a couple of people that I'm still. I don't know. I want people to work with me. I want people to say they want to work with me. You know what I mean? But yeah, those are the main people I really want to work with. I think can like get it going for real where I need to be at. Though.
What about anybody from the town?
I worked with everybody.
Movie wise?
For as movie wise, no. I mean, Money G inspired me to start doing that too. I forgot. Shout out to Money G. Yeah, Money G inspired me to do that when he did his first movie. But Money G, the Popper, Tech Nine. I mean, they support is enough for me. You know what I mean? For as working with anybody, not nobody that I can think of. I done worked with the people I worked with, and that's the people that I trust. People I still can make a phone call and they pick up the phone. You know what I'm saying? Them the people I want to work with. I don't want to work with people that's thinking it's more than what it ain't. You know what I mean? So nah, that's pretty much it.
So you want genuine love,
That's
genuine
it.
support.
Yeah. I mean, anything else is obsolete.
So I always ask my guests, what legacy do you want to leave behind? What do you want to be known for?
He never gave up. He stayed going. He stayed pushing it in their face. And don't quit. You know what I mean? And if I could just embrace that on people when I'm gone, bro, it's like he never quit. That'll help somebody else to just never quit. That's it. For real.
So any projects you got coming up?
Yeah, I got this guy. Yeah, I got a movie called Breaking Toxic, man. It's I've been working on that for about since July. Last year, July, I've been working on that, man. It's been hard finding different acts and characters and stuff like that, but because everybody being, they just want to be seen. But this right now, I'm actually writing this script. So it's like it got to be perfected. You know what I mean? And yeah, Sean Everett's going to be helping me out with this one, though. But yeah, Breaking Toxic. I got another one coming out. I got one actually. It's a series called Pleasure Seekers on YouTube.
Okay.
That was with somebody here from Vegas. As soon as I touched down, I got another one called Lifted. That's the series that I'm about to drop too, and I got another one called Can't Take No Fake. No, can't take. What do you say? What was the name of that movie? Can't Take It Away From Me or something like that. But this is all in the works though. But the main ones I'm dropping, that I'm gonna be dropping is called Breaking Toxic.
And all these, are you filming yourself and you writing?
Yeah,
producing
well,
yourself?
no. Two of them, Breaking Toxic. Breaking Toxic. That's the one that I'm filming myself. That's the one I'm trying to get on Lifetime.
Okay.
And that's about the only one I'm filming. All the other ones is the one I'm just like having a little feature in and stuff like that, and being like hands on with the help of the director.
So how are you able to get your movies on these platforms? Because I seen one on Prime.
Yeah, Prime. Yeah, Prime TV. I mean Prime. Amazon Prime. Got one on Roku. Tubi for sure. People don't know that it's Drought 2's on Hulu. You know what I mean? Don't even know that. But
Well, you gotta put it out there, and you gotta let them know
yeah,
now. It's
man,
out there, brother.
it's just you know what I mean. The ideal of when you put these movies on platforms, you want to get paid for it. The pay is not what people think. You feel me? So you gotta just push what's getting you paid. And right now, Tubi, Roku, and Amazon Prime is what's considered getting me paid. It's gonna take a long time for Hulu, but yeah, Hulu. It's on Hulu too. Yeah,
Hey, that's a big deal.
It's
So I see why you say you him.
You
Those
know,
are big platforms to have your movies on, and being an independent film director too.
yeah, for sure.
It's
for
like,
sure.
man, that's a big deal.
It is, man, but you know, most people that supporting me, they hate that I be like this. It's like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got more to do.
But you've been humble at the same time,
Yeah.
but you also want to celebrate. Those platforms are big. Bro, them
know, man.
coming from shooting your movies with your phone, it's like that's a big
No,
deal.
I ain't
man.
been shooting movies with my phone. That's how I started off.
That's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
came from shooting your first movie with your phone.
Yeah, it was. I shot my first movie with a red camera before it was making the trailers and promoting and marketing. It was with my phone, but everything else, yeah, the idea was from my phone.
Yeah.
But reality, yeah, it branched out to where it is now. Like you said, it is a big deal, but it ain't a big deal till I can put my people in position where they all can eat too.
Yeah, I mean,
That was been one of my biggest downfalls.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to lever off from that, but at the same time, I can't help, you know what I'm saying, but show that.
Yeah, especially when we grew up in a predominantly black area, man.
Yeah.
It's like people don't understand. Like we out here in the West,
Yeah.
and it's different from the Midwest because there's diversity out here.
Crazy diversity. You gotta learn Spanish out here.
That out here, back versus back home, all you see is us, unless you go further out. This is before the suburbs before becoming the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You will see us in inner city. So
That's true.
Congratulations on that, man. To have them on
appreciate
all
you.
those platforms, brother. Like, just keep going, man. Just keep going to continue to be
Yeah.
great, man.
Hey man, if it ain't about that, man, being great, ain't nothing else to demonstrate. You know what I mean? So you gotta be great at what you do, man, and you gotta have that support, like I said. And without support, bro, you just, I don't know, man. It's not gonna really work out the way you want it to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely going good, bro, and I appreciate it.
Now, once again, man, where can they find your movies at?
Amazon Prime, that's Drought 2.
Okay.
Drought 1 is on Tubi. Roku, Drought 2 as well. And then again, Hulu for Drought 2 as well too. You know what I mean? And it's another platform that I forgot it's on, but you know, I can leave that with you as well. But I forgot. It's a lot of different platforms that got on.
So for those who are looking for trailers and want to work, where can they find you at?
Instagram, King_film Isaiah. Isaiah _films. And you can find me on Facebook, which is Isaiah King. And then you can find me on TikTok, which is Drought TK Lessons. And then I think I'm on Snap. I ain't really know how to use that yet. You know what I mean? But I'm on Snap as well. I got my sister set that up. I got to figure out what that is. But besides that, man, yeah, basically just find me on Instagram, though, for sure. I'll reach out to anybody, and they want to work with me. Hey man, let's work. You know what I mean? Cause I got a lot more people I want to work with, man. I work with locals. I work with, you know what I'm saying, anybody that, you know what I'm saying, I take advice, opinions, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just ready to work, man. Real talk.
Well, once again, brother, I want to thank you for stopping by,
Man,
having this
thank you,
conversation
dog.
with me, brother.
Real talk,
I
man.
wish you nothing but the best of luck
Hey,
on your
man.
success.
I appreciate you, man. For sure, man. For sure, man. I appreciate you too, man.
Once
For sure.
again, Isaiah King, everybody.
Yeah, for sure.